I was the first person in my family to get a degree, period. We were very limited. We had no indoor plumbing. We did have electricity, but with that, my grandparents made the best of it. I remember my grandmother saying, get up, at 6 o'clock. We'd get up. We got on the bus at about 7:30. We'd arrive to Bloomfield at 8:15. So it was a matter of getting up early, getting our homework done. I mean, my grandmother, as much as she didn't know what the school system was all about, she knew that we had responsibilities that we brought back from school, and that's how she ensured that, we did what we needed to do. Having a degree, to me, it's really important because what it's done for me, it's opened an array of doors for me where I'm able to help others.
Douglas was wise to follow his grandmother's advice. After all, nearly 1 in 4 American Indians and Alaskan Natives do not complete high school. Only 13% have a college degree. That's less than half the rate of the general population. But Douglas beat those odds by pursuing a post-secondary training. This broadened his options when he was looking for work. And that is why there's a new emphasis on getting certificates and credentials for participants of Indian and Native American employment and training programs. Because even certificates that can be earned in less than a year can make a real difference on the job market. And because when you get your certificate, you help yourself, your family, and your community.
It all started back after I finished high school. My family wanted me to continue my education. I went and did my 3 years at Gateway Community College, and I worked like 4 years in that electrical company. I got laid off. I trying to look for a job, and which was pretty hard, being an electrician at that time. I wasn't certified, so from there I just kind of I didn't know what to do. So my family, and along with my sister, who is a ASU alumni, said, why don't you apply for ASU? So I said, okay. So that's what I did.
After I had my twins, they were 30 weeks when they had them, and so they were in the NICU. And I got to see the nurses and what they do to help them, and that really encouraged me to go into the medical field. Now that I know a lot of stuff, I get to go back home and educate them on how to take care of themselves. And I have kids and I want a better future for them, and I kind of have to go this route to make it happen for them.
Education is very important, and without it, it's very hard to get anything other than hamburger turning jobs. I think people need to know how to read, they need to know mathematics, they need a lot of tutorial help.
That's what employers look for. They want to hire individuals who have the training, who have the certificates, who have that education.
And so the certificate has been particularly important to us by helping our students succeed for themselves and their families and their respective communities.
I pretty much just service all the districts of the Gila River Indian community, starting from District 1 all the way to District 7. I pretty much just do everything like troubleshooting, moving computers, installing. It was just really vague topics on what you can choose. It said like fire department, police department, computers, so different things. So everything is like so computer dependent, nowadays, and it's gonna just keep growing. So I figured, all right, it's gonna be around for a while. I'll take that.
Occupations have changed over the years. Technology has brought a lot of changes. So it's important that everybody try to keep up with those changes.
When I started working, it was high school. Everybody was worried about getting through high school. And you could make it then, but you can't make it with a high school education now. You need a lot more than that.
Growing up on the reservation, you're used to being around your family mostly every day, all the time, and then you move out to a city where everyone's new, you don't know a lot of people, It's kind of overwhelming at first, but you know, as time goes by, you get used to living off the reservation, and you, I guess, adapt to it.
I think the reservation offers a very high degree of support. It's smaller, but coming to an off-reservation community, particularly one the size of Phoenix, it presents challenges in terms of cultural kinds of awareness. And making those cultural connections is very important to our customers and students. And so they come to the Indian Center to kind of, get support, kind of socialize, and again, like I said, make those connections.
In 2007, when I was still a ways from graduating, that whole summer looked very bleak. I didn't really have a lot of options. I didn't have a lot of things going on. And then so someone suggested that I go to this place called Employment Training here in the community. And the staff were able to identify some things in me that I didn't notice. And they were able to put me on a really straightforward path to where I am now. This is a whole nother family here in the community that if not for them, I mean, man, things would have probably been a lot harder.
I always tell them that, utilize this time while you're enrolled in this program to become more motivated about getting back into the workforce, to really develop yourself, relearn yourself. Why is it that you want to be in the workforce again? I said, I guarantee you by the time you're done with this program, you'll know what kind of career you want to build up on or what kind of career you want to get into.
Tara and her colleagues at the Indian and Native American Employment and Training Program have been helping people like Sylvester, Mallory, Juan, Robert, and Marcina realize their ambitions by finding training opportunities that lead to certificates and eventually to jobs.
When I received my diploma, there was a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders just because everyone doubted me and didn't think I could do it. I felt very proud of myself.
She comes in and then I was like, Mom, say what's wrong? I'm like, well, they called and I got the job. So she's like, what? You got the job? I'm like, yes. I made it seem like I didn't get the job, but in reality, I actually got the job. So she was like, really awesome, right on. Give her a big hug, and then we were both super happy, man.
My dream is to have a house with a family, doing what I love, which is construction, and helping future prospects students succeed as well. Oh, what do I love about construction? I love everything. I love from the tractors to the workers, to the wires, to the lights, to mechanical, everything. I love everything about it, from the ground up, from the dirt to the concrete, everything. Because that can, later on in life, when you drive by, with your family or with friends, and you say, hey, I helped build that building.